both of these teams are very ult-dependent. Maybe not so much for Liquid Echo. Maybe they can find these flanks once in a while, but traditionally, Twisted Minds, they need to play that front to back. And maybe, just maybe, if that Fanny can find a good pick onto, hopefully, Sanji, they have an opportunity.
Best case scenario, they find Sanji, maybe even cut the nip at the bud, maybe give Benny Cutie a good piece of their mind, right? And to be able to do that, I think there's a lot on the shoulders of the young Sanji. And I'm talking about the Sanji with two eyes. That's Twisted Minds Sanji, the X-Borg. Because he can act as both a hard stop against Liquid Echo's fast-paced game, because again, they are the aggressors. They should be the aggressors because they're looking at a Fanny, which they counter all day long. And if Sanji can do that, and then flip the switch when the rest of the team says, all right, we're ready to go, then they can go. So that's where the pivot is at. That is the fulcrum, I think. That's the term we're looking for. The fulcrum of their Rube Goldberg machine that is this burst lineup.
Oh man, this terminology. How many people are picking up their physics books like, I wish I learned this better? Most people aren't going to catch that, but I get exactly what you mean. And I think that if this is on the assumption that Sanji is actually able to walk out of this lane for free, right? And if he does, at least then Twisted Minds have a potential out during the neutral objectives, because at least he can start melting down Call TZ more effectively than the rest of his team. But so far, lead for Call TZ a full level ahead. Oh wait, hold on, he's catching up pretty quick too.
That's right. Folks, you were not confused. The game UI did just catch up, and we are working on things as we go. Turtle already up. It's Twisted Minds first of the scene, but it looks like Liquid Echo are able to answer back.
Yep, jumping in for their airstrike as well to zone them out. Minoan Fury already catching two, and that's going to be Call TZ securing the first turtle of the game. They walk away, and all that's left is just dust, no kills, and a couple of flickers.
How uncanny. This is uncharacteristic. Oh, I was about to say 40. Come on! I was about to say that was very uncharacteristic of both teams who have the nickname Express. You would assume that there would be bloodshed, but Sanford just came and said, Kuya Leo, I got you.
Yeah, he's just like, don't worry, I'm gonna make a play right here, right now, just for your entertainment. But as we can see, Sano finally building up towards that Sky Piercer. He needs to find a lead in this lane somehow, and man, Liquid Echo keep on doing this. Every single tournament, I see Benny QT playing on that Moskov. He tries to steal away buffs with the Spear of Destruction.
Yep, almost hit it too.
Yeah,
almost hit it too, if not for Hoda actually getting there maybe 2 or 3 seconds faster. Now down bottom, again, happy to see that Sanji is struggling, but keeping it down. All right, if anybody could die and anybody could afford to sandbag their body for his team, it would be Sanji on this X-Borg. Looking at the XP gains, again, this is what Call TZ got away with, that small steal. Oh no!
Speaking of small steal, Hoda is able to get on out of it. Minoan Fury's buying just enough time for Cuffin to really get the damage down. TLPH, they gotta be careful here. Sanji, this is starting to take a little too long here. He's gonna get some true damage onto Call TZ, and there's not gonna be a lot for him to do. He's gonna be popping the ult as well as Sanford is zoning out 3 people in the backline, and Call TZ's shield unity is out of there like nothing ever happened. Sanji will end up falling. He's almost there. There goes Sanji as well. Oh, so close. Sanford will die as a trade, but worthwhile. So very worthwhile, as Benny QT is part of the mix as well. Troll in the middle of it for their airstrike once again, and it looks like they've overstayed their welcome. The heal from JP is looking good, but Benny QT, oh, good movement. He flickers away on top of the dash, and Troll jumps in forward. They're not letting him get away for free. This is now a pure, honest bloodbath.
2 fronts, 2 casualties, too early for Liquid Echo to have tried to pick a fight like that against Twisted Minds. They should have known better, and now the fight continues.
Sanford, he's in so much trouble. He's definitely gonna die here, right? We question it as he's still alive, and finally we do see him still make it out every single time. These players are just cheating death to an unreal degree.
Sanji tried to put his head on a swivel, and I'm talking about that X-Borg, but it could only angle itself way too much. Maybe 1 more second underneath the fire missiles, Sanford would have fallen, but you could only commit so much. Close call Twisted Minds could not punish Liquid Echo for that overextension, and the Filipino squad walks away with another free turtle up top.
Great flank, Sano. He's trying to get on out of there, but Sanji, he's still able to find it. But Yoda, able to find JP in the process. Okay, at least they find the trade. But no, Sanji says, one more for me. Flickers forward to make another play.
The lone stallion able to make the most out of a messy situation. Down bottom, Carl TZ trying to stop Sanji from pushing down on that tier 1. Forces out a last insanity, and he's not having any of it. Come on down. Oh, just puts up the recall. Now here comes 40.
Yep. I mean, this is, you can see Carl TZ, as much as he is the GOAT and will always be a GOAT in my heart, he is still willing to be like, hey, brother, eat.
Sanford, this is for you. A year ago, that's what he said on the mic. He said, I don't want the kills anymore, man. I want the most damage taken and the most assists. This is the path I'm taking.
Oh, the path is looking good, but it doesn't mean that Twisted Minds are completely out of this just yet, right? It's 6-5. Yes, probably they are missing a couple more towers, but at this point of time, we're waiting for that power spike to actually happen for Twisted Minds. Specifically, Cuffin, he's 3-0-1. He's scaling a lot faster, but, I mean, Sanji, he's quickly catching up.
Uh-oh. We're talking about Sanji from Liquid Echo. That's right. Sanji from Twisted Minds is actually working hard, man. He's pulling doubles. Hoda able to secure his orange. And now in mid, again, that's the reason why mid lane tier 1 is still standing. Is because of how Cuffin is able to protect it. And not to mention Troll. Troll, did you know that Troll has a PhD?
Does he?
Troll is in school for medicine, man.
Oh no! All that medicine won't bring Cuffin back in the time for this. A good play from Liquid Echo, collapsing on the opportunity, as once again they're going to dive Sano underneath this tier 1. No opportunities for you as Benny QT picks up the kill.
Sano just got used to the gold lane, and now Hoda gets a good amount of SOD, and now Benny QT catches him with a solo kill. Nothing can stop the Typhoon.
Oh my goodness. He was caught slacking. He was caught slacking. Nobody said anything about the spear flying across the map. And it's not over just yet, because now with this mid-tier 1 collapsing, Liquid Echo can finally play the game that they want to play.
That's right. The cavalry will now circle around the brain. Just right there, smack dab in the middle of the map. Again, a replay here from a different angle, as you can see. In slow motion too, just so that you can really
calculate the numbers.
Savor the moment that Benny Cutie caught Hoda. And this is the reason why, folks. Our analysts said Moskov is a clear counter to the Fanny. A single stun against the wall, and then maybe 2 or 3 hits from the spears. Just Bob's your uncle, just lay down and take it.
It's tough, right? Because it's not like the steel cables can like curve in many different directions. It's very, very linear, especially if you're throwing one at a time, right?
This is real life. It's not wanted.
It's not wanted. It's true. It's true. With Liquid Echo now, with a 4-kill lead, 9-5 against Twisted Minds. At this point, Twisted Minds really have to consider and really pick and choose some of these fights. Because again, if they go on Sanford, Sanford can buy so much time on this Arlet. If they go for Sanji, well, you can expect that Carl TZ as well as JP are pretty close by.
Yep, and maybe after watching enough Liquid Echo over the past few years, just take what you can, man. Beat down on Carl TZ while he's giving himself to you. Because sometimes that's where the value comes from. And don't expose yourself. Though those are some wise words for Twisted Minds right now. Don't contest the Lord. But it looks like, yeah, that's the call. They should just let it go.
I mean, they have to, right?
Like Elsa.
Unless they've got some crazy play to do it, because Hoda currently, he is, oh my goodness, 3 levels down. Oh, he's catching back up. Okay, so 2 levels down onto Carl TZ. That's not what you want to see in your jungler,
yeah, no. He has to play the side lanes, split push it. Just go ahead, split it up like an acrobat. Check it out now. Where are we? This is tough. Sanji has to make a decision now. Does he go straight for the Kiras? I think he's going to go for the Kiras.
Yeah.
Go straight for the Kiras and then Immortality.
I feel like he kind of has to, right? At this point in time, they're already so far behind. Even if you get an Immortality, it's going to break almost instantaneously.
It's just extra lives. He's become a bullet sponge.
He's already taken so many bullets, but now Benny QT trying to outplay the situation by himself! Single-handedly turning it around! JP supporting him, and Benny only knows how to move forward! So so nasty. Kills Sano no problem in the middle of his teammates.
Usually it's the Moskov that is the prey to the Roger. But nay, says Benny Cutie. You're right, it's push forward combat for Benny Cutie. He's playing Doom Eternal, man.
He's playing a completely separate game right now. And not to mention that he's scaled up phenomenally in this. JP, honestly, just pass it in bloom. It's like, you do your thing, I'll keep you alive.
Yep, and now they are threatening a penetration. Mid has a wave in. Top has a big wave in. Lord still standing. Feathered Airstrike coming in and a final slash!
It's good, but now the backline is getting attacked as well. Zoned out, Sanji loses his Faraga armor. They're still trying to reset. Oh, the bird almost catches him! So very close, but they at least defend the base the cost of one inhib.
It's just Troll who falls as well. So one inhib, one hero, one dream. Survive. Don't die here. Now, they're coming in.
Oh
Boom.
no! Tuffin, he's got him in the back, and now they're all forced to go away. Sano finds the return to shut down onto Sanji's. Benny QT takes out Sano as well. It's going to be a 3v4 situation as Oda, he's trying his best, recharging that energy to keep them at bay.
And there's not much on Hoda, man. You saw one of the spears trace him. It's very difficult to play what Twisted Minds wanted to play now, 12 minutes in, wherein you should have seen this lineup do better at 2.
Yeah.
That's where it started. That's where it should have begun.
It could have been better, but at the same time, can you really blame them? At this point, it feels like Liquid Echo is just trying to out-micro them, trying to tell them, like, hey, you stay in your place. We got the better micro here. You better be real careful about your decisions.
And what's tough is they also might actually have the better macro just across the board, right? They were sitting at 0-3, 9-5, now 12-6. And even if Twisted Minds did draw first blood, the rest of Liquid Echo, no, what's up? Like this!
Oh, the play once again. Sending in the right targets. Even Minoan Fury is just a little too late. Feather Airstrike doesn't find anything off of this. The flank, the diversion from Liquid Echo, making it seem easy. Hoda is trying his best to clear that way, but it's too late. The crystal might just fall here. No more minions. He buys a little bit of time, but the inevitable is happening. Benny QT still staying alive, and finally Hoda is able to shut him down. Liquid Echo take game number 1.
Sensory overload for Twisted Minds. The villain